Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Krista. I'm anointed with a message. I was just reflecting on how important it is to show up the correct way. And yes, this is a kingdom marriage word. I felt like the Lord was just putting it upon my heart to make a video about this, okay? So, when your spouse returns, when they come back to you, when they want to be a part of your life again, okay? Speak to them in this manner. Speak to the king in them. Speak to the queen in them. Okay? No one wants to come home to someone where their peace is going to be stolen from them. We are supposed to live in peace with everyone. And I want to pull that scripture up. So just hold on. Just a moment. But yeah, the Lord has just been really just putting it upon my heart with showing up in a gentle manner, that it doesn't matter what anyone has done to you, what your spouse has done to you. Yes, it matters. Your feelings do matter. You deserve to have your feelings validated. You do. But when they come clean, when they come to you correctly, it's important to add value and add peace to their life, not to take away from it. Okay? So, just a moment. Okay, so it says in Romans 12:18, if possible, as far as it depends on you, live peaceably with everyone. Okay? So it's important to live in peace, to bring peace to your spouse. Okay? And we can do this by speaking to the king, okay, or queen in them. And for me, I truly do speak to the king in my spouse. I do. I speak to the king in him. And I know that he's done that for me too. And I know that he's done that for me too. And I've had moments where I'm just like, wow. You know, in his presence, he speaks to the queen in me. When I'm in his presence, he's very supportive. You know. And I remember in one of my conversations that I had with him, I was just sharing my heart with him, and he was just saying how you deserve to have praise. You deserve to have praise. And that just spoke a lot to me. So, this is how you're truly going to transform your relationship with your spouse. If you can speak to the king or the queen in them. If you don't understand it now, I hope that this is going to help you understand that you mirror each other. You really do. So if your spouse is showing up the wrong way, it can affect you. It can affect you. And if you listen to my last video about the analogy of one spouse, like your spouse, pouring into other people, other areas of their life, and not to you, how that will affect you. It will affect you. But if you and your spouse pour into each other, if both you and your spouse pour into each other, just imagine growth. Imagine you planting a flower seed and it blossoming and it becoming a bouquet of flowers. This is what speaking life and building each other up does. The grass is not green on the other side. The grass is green where you water it. So when you start showing up for each other, when you speak to the queen or the king in your spouse, okay, it's going to change them. You're going to you're not only going to help them feel loved, but you're going to help them feel safe. And this is how you know. This is just another way of how you know that you've got a king or a queen, because they speak to the life in you. You know? I've just reflected, and I've even told my spouse that. I've even told him that when I'm in his presence, he makes me feel so safe. He makes me feel so much more confident when I'm with him than when I'm not with him. I've shared that with him so many times. She's like, I feel so much more confident as a person when I'm in your presence. You make me feel like I'm the only one. You know? Are you hearing me? Speak to the king or the queen in your spouse when they return. And how do you do that? Thank you for showing up for me. Thank you for taking care of me. I believe in you. You're doing a great job. Thank you for supporting me. You can do it. I know you can. You're amazing. You look amazing. These are some ways of how you can speak into your spouse, how you can speak love to your spouse through these ways. These are words of affirmation. You're affirming your spouse. You're affirming them. Our job is to build each other up, not to tear each other down. But yes, it's so important that you both be able to communicate, and that when you do wrong each other, that you just own up to yourself and say you're sorry. Okay? I'm the type of person where let's just say we're sorry and get over it. Let's just say you're sorry. Let's just say that we're both sorry. You know, I mean, I don't want anybody to say they're sorry to me unless they mean it, but this is who I am. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's move on. Okay? I don't like to hold anything over anybody's head. I don't even do that to my children. I've even told my children that. No, I'm not going to hold it over your head. I just want you to understand what you did. I just want you to say sorry. And then let's just move it on. I'm not going to hold it over your head. Let's move on. Let's get to the good stuff. Okay? But I just really wanted to make this video and say, when they return, speak to the king or queen in them. If you want your spouse to treat you like a queen, start acting like a queen. Start speaking to the king in them. If you want your spouse to start treating you like the king you are, then you start treating her like a queen. You start showing up for her. Surprise her. Show up with a gift in your hand if the Lord leads you to it. You know, flowers go a long way. Men, flowers go a long way for some women. I didn't used to be this way, but my heart's changed towards flowers. I used to be the type of person where, well, the flowers, they're just going to die anyway. Why waste money on it? But then I changed. My heart changed toward it, and when my kids would show up with flowers on my table, it melted my heart. It melted my heart. So I love receiving flowers. You know, I got flowers for Mother's Day. I was blessed with flowers. That's what I wanted. I just want flowers. So I hope that this message has just spoken volumes to you, but how you show up for each other is what matters. But if you choose to not speak to the king or queen in them, just think about how that would be in your relationship. If you don't ever speak words of life into your spouse, how's that gonna build you closer together? In order to become power couples, you not only need to show up for each other, but you really gotta show up and make your spouse feel like a big deal. You will mirror each other. Don't drain each other's energy. Build each other up. Bring peace to your relationship. Speak to the king or queen in them. Okay? So start preparing your heart. How are you going to speak to the king or queen in your spouse? Think about that. Because it's going to change and it will transform your relationship if you do that. Okay? That's all I feel led to share, but I just felt led to make this video that when they come back into your life, speak to them and build them up. It's not easy for people to come back. It's not going to be easy for some of your spouses to return. It's not. But you making them feel safe, to know that, yeah, it's safe. You can reach out to her. It's going to be safe. Yeah, you can reach out to him and it will be safe. Your spouse, they may not feel safe to come back to you because they might feel like you're going to rip their head off. Okay? So be gentle when they return. Okay? Be gentle when they return. Philippians 4:5. Because the Lord is near. Okay, how you receive your spouse back matters. It's what's going to set the tone for your relationship. Be gentle. See you next time.